Hi everybody, it's Carolyn and welcome back. I have had several of you ask me how I depotted my Milani eyeshadows, which they come in a container like this. And you've all seen my palette that I adore because I just think it looks like candy when it's put into this palette. And that I will reach for a palette versus single shadows more. So I knew when I got these that I was going to have to figure out a way to depot them. And I had watched Tara Baby, and she had explained how she did it. So anyway, I thought I would share that with you. So on the bottom, there is a piece that you're going to have to take off. You know, I peeled off these little labels. No, I didn't. No, I just saved this little bottom part so when I put it in my Z palette, then later I could write the name on the back, which I haven't done yet, but I've got the stuff to do it. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a knife. Yes, mine's broken on the end because that's from depotting stuff. So be careful. You're going to need a lighter. I use one of these long handled ones. And these get so hot, the whole container. And these are on a, you know, they're baked, so they're on a piece of like terracotta type material. And then you need a glove where you can hold it with the heat. I'm using a washcloth. If you use this, please be careful that you don't get the lighter close to it. So, and of course a little magnet. I had a little package of magnets, and now most of them are on the floor. But anyway, so you'll need some little magnets. Okay, so what you do is, I'm going to put some glasses on because I don't see so well. And that's a good thing because when that popped off, I had some readers on. So it protects my eyes as well. So anyway, if you look, there's a little groove right at the top, right up here where, you know, it connects. So you'll see it right there. So what you need to do is you need to put your knife into that and just kind of wiggle it in there. See, it'll fit right in there. And you just kind of wiggle it in there, and you can hear it coming, you know, coming off. And just kind of wiggle around, going around it. You know, just going all the way around. And then it'll just, you know, that piece just pops off. So then you have what looks like this. And your eyeshadow is stuck to the bottom there. So what I do is, or what I did was I opened it up so I could have something to kind of hang on to. And I took my cloth, because I want to get this out of the way. Because they're very hot, you have to work kind of fast. So what I did was I put this cloth in my hand, but I kept it all back so it's not, you know, you might want to get some work gloves or something like that, would probably be better than my way of doing it. But I've got everything out of the way there. So I'm going to take my lighter, and it seems like if I went right around the edges and counted to about 10. And you'll see it too. And then I kind of went through the middle. And then, like I said, you kind of want to work fast. I took my knife and I started poking onto the bottom. And you can see it gets very, very soft. Hopefully you can see that. But like I said, you have to work fast. And see, it's starting to raise up out of the pan. So I just kept pushing on it. And sometimes I'd have to heat it back up again. Just depended. And then it'll get where you can't, you know, it's not pliable anymore on the bottom. So you can see how it lifted up there. Okay, sometimes you can just reach there and pull it out, which is going to do this time. So this one came out so super easy. So there it is. and that's what it sits on. And then you just put your magnet onto the bottom and, you know, write the name on it however you want to do yours, and then just stick it into your palette. You know, this is what it looks like. This is a lot of packaging that is destroyed. You can see where it heated up and, you know, melted through there. So it's a shame to, you know, that all this is kind of discarded, but there's nothing else to do with it. You can tell the leaves are starting to change. There's ragweed and the leaves are falling off the trees, and all that usually starts to get to me. I'm not as bothered as much in the spring. Okay, now I'm going to take one out of my palette. And see, I just wrote on the back, you know, the number and that it's gold. And, you know, it looks like that. Now I have a regular Z palette here. You know. And let me get it back open. One of my shadows is... They will fit in there. You can see they'll fit in there. But it touches them. Almost, you know, it kind of touches the top of them. So when you open it back up, you'll see, maybe you'll see it there. There's like a ring right there from where the shadow touches it. So, I didn't know that until I watched Tara. But if you put them down in the Z palette that I got from Sephora, this one is deeper. So these fit perfectly. They do not touch at all. And so you've got, you know, I don't know, see the depth of it. Whereas I've put it in the other one, it's, you know. So, like I said, this one will hold, I think it's 23. Let me see. 3, 6, 12, 1, 2, 23. It will hold 23. So that's a lot in there. So I really like it. So hopefully that was helpful. Please be careful doing it, you know. But they're not. Some of them can be a little tricky, you know. Just be very patient with it. Be very careful with it. You know, don't rush it, because this can break. And I did break one of mine, and I did completely destroy another one as far as the whole shadow just crumbled. So, you know, those are things that will happen, but it took some time. Some of them, like I said, they'll just pop right out. But I would heat it up, say 10 or 12 times, going around the bottom and lifting that up and then flipping it over. And sometimes it'll just pop right up, but have something to hold on to, because those things get really hot. So anyway, I hope that was helpful, and good luck depotting your shadows. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.